1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff. Liftoff. 30 minutes after the hour.
Right, welcome everybody to Tales from the Tackle Shop, episode 10, and we are live.
Good evening.
Guys, can you do me a favour first? Because this is like stepping into the unknown. Can you send us comments that you can hear us okay? Because obviously that's the first little hiccup, that audio's okay, you can see us okay, everything's working okay. So if one or two people could start sending in comments straight away that everything's working, your end of the screen, because we're presuming it's okay. So at the minute, there's quite a few people watching, but no one talking to us. But we'll get there in a minute. So we'll just carry on, Alex. I presume it's spot on.
Yeah.
Yo, Charlie, good man. So everything. See, Charlie knows.
That's all right.
Charlie knows the score.
Is that fellow YouTuber talk or something?
No, that's who does the.
YouTuber talk.
No, he knows. He's helping me out.
Yeah.
I didn't even realise he was going to help me out.
Yeah.
Thank you, Charlie. Top man.
All
Right.
good from Cambridge, Rob Humphreys. Yeah. How did Wales get on, mate? Just saying.
Right, guys. I just have to let on. Right, literally 5 minutes before the podcast, we're setting up the products.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing like last minute, is there?
I was here ages waiting for you to get into position, do your makeup and your hair, mate. You know what you're like? Surprised you didn't have to go to Whiz Beach and get it cut just for the job.
Did you hear that?
Was that your knee?
No, it was the headphones. They just made a massive click in my ear. I don't know what's going on. Is that a ghost again? No, haircut tomorrow, mate. Yeah, haircut tomorrow. Right, okay. So obviously we've got lots of people watching live, which is great. And those of you who are going to watch this after the live, you can still send in your comments because obviously they'll be relevant to what we're talking about tonight. So even if you're not part of the live stream, please send your comments in and we'll try our best to answer them. And we've got a couple of questions that were sent in earlier. Mark Shipley, yes, you were very premature. Mm-hmm. But we will read yours out shortly. And we've got one from Michael Corker as well, which we'll read out. Right, before we do anything else.
Ta-da.
Merch. We have merch. Does this mean we're now proper?
Well, as long as you're happy.
I think so. Our friends from Bluechip, Chris Lynn and his brother Will, got these sorted for us at very short notice. So these are Fendon Fishing TV hoodies. As displayed beautifully by our mannequin. On the back is the Fendon Boomer logo.
Trying to turn it around?
Yeah, try and just turn it around quickly.
Look at that.
So there you go. And what we thought we'd do, just for a bit of fun, is have a limited number of these made. And they are in large, extra large, double XL, triple XL. And if you want a size guide, this is the Fendon way of doing the size guide.
Yeah.
Andy is an XL.
And I'm big.
And Alex is a triple XL. So that's
got plenty of room. Double XL, I reckon.
That's your size guide. That's your size guide. You got to kind of marry yourself up to us two, then you know what size you want. Yeah. Don't ask chest size. I don't know, 40. I think I'm about 42, 44.
Just what you normally are in normal fishing clothing, really.
You're double D, aren't you?
Yeah.
So there you go. If you want a size guide, I've just given it to you. Perfect. Right. So, price. These are £35. Would make a perfect Christmas present.
Yes.
So lots of Christmas hints in this podcast.
Yes. And gift vouchers as well.
Do you want to mention them now?
Might as well get all the puns in.
Do it, yeah.
Obviously, if you're having a shirt, you might as well get your wife or loved one to get you a gift voucher at the same time, really.
Perfect.
Just give the shop a call and we'll get them posted out. Lovely.
So, guys, if you can
Don't all rush at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, all right, because we've got a match to sort out. So after 9 o'clock will be fine.
You don't want much, do you?
What?
Yeah. So the reason we're kind of waffling on about these things is trying to give you time to send some comments in. So, guys, can you get your comments in for us of what you would like? Right, guys. First technical hitch.
Must have seen that sign on the back of the shirt.
I don't know what happened there.
I'd just leave it and scroll down.
It kind of lost. We lost everybody.
Yeah.
Scott Walmsley, is the picture fuzzy? Or is it just me? It's just you, mate, because this is pristine. I spent hours focusing this. Guys, I hope you can see us again. I think we lost internet connection quickly. That was a bit weird. The problem with this, it's fraught with danger.
Yeah, I reckon it's all the ghosts.
Yeah. Right, we'll come on to the
Blame
comments.
the ghosts on me, normally what gets blamed.
Guys, send some comments for Alex about your maggot slinging adventures at the weekend, about rigs and things, or fishing the Old Course River Nene. Let me show you another good idea. This is called the Hook Me Up lure box. Now, some of you out there will be all-rounders. You won't all be maggot drowners.
No. A lot of maggot drowners do a bit of that over Christmas.
And I'm taking Alex to the dark side. He's been lure fishing with me twice in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Which we'll talk about in a minute. But this is called the Hook Me Up lure box. This is it's a subscription box, but you can buy individual boxes as well. So let me give you an example. This is the silver box, and it's for perch. And Charlie's going to hate me now because I've forgotten how much this one was. I think it was the £30 box, and in it you get a whole array of different goodies, and you actually get more than your £30 worth. I think there's about £33 worth of stuff in here. So you can have a subscription, and there's all sorts of crankbaits and there's
Crankbaits. Oh,
yeah, there's spinner baits. I was educating Alex with crankbaits today. There's more spinner baits there. Creature baits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look at that. That's a nice little.
Yeah. Is this like a perch sort of pack?
This is a perch box. Now,
See, I'm learning, yeah.
the reason I'm showing everybody is because, again, would make an ideal Christmas present.
They would, yeah.
Yeah, so I think this one was £30, but I may have got it slightly wrong because I'm getting old. So this is a really good idea from Hook Me Up. And
oh, look, Caster Blaster's watching.
who's Caster Blaster?
It might get a few mentions, just saying.
Right, this is important.
Sorry.
Right, so
Sorry.
Hook Me Up lure box. Have a look in the description. Would make a really good Christmas present if you want a one-off or a birthday present. And if you want to get into lure fishing or you're into lure fishing, it's quite a nice thing to do because you can buy a perch box, pike box, you can get Xander boxes, you can get all sorts of different types of boxes, and it's a monthly subscription for the year subscription. Yeah. And I think also there's no contract, so you can start it off, and if it's not for you, you can stop it.
If that's a perch box, that's £50. If it's a pike box, silver box, is £30.
See, I knew I got it wrong.
I can see that for me.
Yeah, sorry, Charlie. Yeah, so I got it wrong. It's the silver box. I was right.
Yeah,
it's £30. It's the silver box. Yeah. The perch box is £50. So I've got that slightly wrong. Sorry, I ought to do my homework first. Yeah, but that's the perch box, £30, and you get like £33 of stuff in it. The £50 box would have about £55 worth of stuff in it. It's a really good idea. Mm-hmm. So that's that as well. Right, what's the next thing? Right, let me explain what I've done to Alex. I've ruined him. So 2 weeks ago, we were in Loch Ken and you were lure fishing for pike.
Yeah.
And I think it's safe to say that you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy the afterwards.
What's that?
I don't know. I couldn't see straight when I got off the boat. I was a bit like...
And today...
I was in an oasis or something.
And today, you caught your PB perch.
I did, yeah. First cast. No, second cast.
Did you enjoy it?
I did. I really enjoyed it, yeah.
Yeah.
And seeing the perch in that clear water was amazing.
So
really.
How big was your PB perch?
Well, it was 311, but I caught one 312. So
you had two today, didn't you, PBs?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we actually we were lucky. We got access to a nice little private still water that a farmer owns. And, we had a day perch fishing, didn't we? And it was good.
I really enjoyed it, yeah.
Yeah. Can you give it match fishing?
No.
I try my best. It's nice to do different things every now and again.
Yeah, it was. It was interesting to watch you trying to flick this, whatever we was doing, and me doing it. And I had two mugfish, caught the easy ones. And then you obviously know what you're doing and caught a few more than me. But I don't know, just like we were saying in the car on the way home, after a little while, my arms was aching where holding the rod. And you were saying that one of your hands is bigger than the other, where you're holding a...
It's really weird.
It's amazing. Then we was on about fishing in the wind. You know,
With the
where
pole.
your
Yeah.
upper body strength must be immense holding it against the wind, that you don't appreciate that you're doing it, but you naturally do it. So yeah, it's good. It's good. And you know, behaviour of the fish and stuff like that was interesting as well.
Look at Charlie. He's on it. He says you should have a 2-leg comp, 1 leg lure fishing and 1 leg on a box, maggot drowning.
Yeah, I think I'd absolutely muller you.
No, you wouldn't.
I would.
No, you wouldn't.
What, you fish plastic baits and I'll fish a
No,
lobworm?
we both go lure fishing
Right,
and then we both go maggot drowning.
right, yeah.
You got no chance, mate. I'd go back into my youth.
10 hooks, mate.
I'd have to borrow some kit.
Mate, I reckon you'd get about £8 a roach and I'd have 30.
Well, there we go. So I'll do you out there on the Easy River.
Righto.
Yeah.
Righto.
I've been taught by the best, Simon Willsmore.
I thought he was going to gun to Smalley then.
Martin Green,
Oh,
Cheesy Bobfitch Tench.
yeah.
I'll have you. Okay, so Charlie, it's a good idea. So, okay, guys, we'll explore this further. Do we do it on cumulative weight? Because then I'll just blow you out the water, wouldn't you?
Oh, this is it. We had this in Loch Ken. Oh, let's have a pound. It always changes. It's a bit like this bream thing, start of the season. That's never materialised
Well,
either.
you say this, but you never go because you're too busy.
I've seen you pre-baiting, mate, so I definitely don't want you pre-bait my swim.
Got to go heavy.
That's not heavy, mate.
Right, that's a good idea, Charlie. Okay. Ernest Andrews, at least no fire alarm. We could. I could take the battery out of that one. It could bleep, make everyone feel at home.
And no, he hasn't fixed it yet. We're just in a totally different location.
Third deciding leg could be a method of my choosing. Charlie's going to go for
Method feeder.
catfish on the lures, mate. That's what he's going to go for.
Catfish.
Yeah.
Where?
I'm not telling you. It's a secret. You should know that by now. Don't ask me daft questions.
I ain't going to video it then.
Well, we'll hide the
thought about
location.
that, yeah.
We'll hide the location, and then I know a place.
Yeah.
I know a man that can link us up with these things. I think you're scared.
Of what?
Taking me on.
You're laughing, yeah?
I'll give you £5 out there.
I'd give you a handicap out there.
Well-
I'd give you a £10 handicap and I'd still beat you.
Game on.
All right.
Willsmore taught me everything he knows.
I've seen you carp fishing on these videos you've done here, and you can catch 2 carp out of Raven in the middle of summer.
Right, let's get back to.
And you'd be knackered anyway because you can't see him on your TV and drop it in front of them. So
Right, when we with Martin Green,
Mm.
right, I can get Martin Green to bite real quick.
Yeah.
I'll get a real nice take on my
Yeah,
quiver
yeah,
tip.
yeah.
I think I'm getting a baits bite as well.
No,
Look, it's doing that at the minute. It's going to go right round.
no.
I love you. You're going to give me £10, are you?
Oh, it's £10 now, is it? What are you going to give me on the pike side then? How many fish?
How much do you want? Pike, you got no chance.
What was that? Pike? Whatever.
Mate, I smell of sardines. You got no chance.
Well, that's what Willsmore reckons, but they are.
Right, come on. Right, guys, send some comments in for Alex to answer because we've got a corker here from Michael Corker.
Oh, well done.
So Michael was well prepared. He sent one in last week, so that's good skills, and he's got 10 out of 10. So, and this is a very good point. So, at the minute, the Old Course of the Nene is absolutely on fire.
Yeah.
The match weights are superb. Just if you're interested, going out Friday, there's round 5 results. I did a roundup video, which was really cool, and you'll see some of the results on there, and Alex will go through them later anyway.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that it is filthy out there, isn't it, in some swims? The banks are eroded. It's quite difficult to get in. And Michael, especially if you're a bit older,
Well, yeah.
I mean, you're getting old now,
Yeah.
and you've fallen down the bank a few times, haven't you?
Yeah, because I was that keen to get down there and then realised, looked at it and went, I wish I'd not fallen down here.
So Michael sent in a question. He said, are local angling associations not allowed to put in permanent platforms along the town section of the Old Course of the Nene?
Well, that's the long old age debate, that one, isn't it? It's March is free fishing and it's owned by the council. So it's, put it this way, as far as the council are concerned, fishermen don't exist in this area, I think. They probably don't realise that, love you, Simon, They probably don't realise the amount of revenue that anglers bring to the area with obviously the B&Bs, the pubs, tackle shops, and such forth. Which I know Kai has been we did a survey, or Kai did a survey a couple of years ago now, just before COVID, and basically to try and sort of say, look, this is on your doorstep. You're missing out here. You're not doing anything to encourage anglers to the area. I mean, we're doing more for that than what the council are. So the answer is, before COVID, I think there was plans to do some platforms, which, everyone's been asking ever since. They're not going to be too far away from what I've been told, but don't quote me on that one. And where they're going to go, I don't know 100%, but I would think the easy access points around Wigston's Bridge, behind the swimming pool, health centre area there, the Environment Agency of funding, which is, is great. When that is, I don't know. But yeah, the reason why there isn't is because council own it. It's a natural bank. And like I say, yeah, they don't realise what a gem of a venue they've got on their doorstep. And hopefully they will do soon. So, I mean, if you're an older angler, it is very challenging. After Christmas, you always want a peg with the worst peg to sit in, because someone's not sat it in the week. And the most comfortable pegs get absolutely battered because they're comfortable fishing. If you're looking to come to March, it is a bit unique. I mean, for us local fen folk, with the web feet and that, we can walk up and down banks and not think nothing of it. What you will need is a very good platform. There's loads on the market now. Alan Lockwood does some custom-made ones, which are very good. Matrix do a fold-away platform. So do Preston, which I think if you walked along the bank on Sunday, there's a right mixture of all different ones. They all do the same job. So if you are coming to March, you will definitely need a platform. And the other thing which more and more anglers are cotton onto now is waders. I go for chest waders because, you want to jump down the bank, you can jump up and down. And
can I just stop you there? You wouldn't happen to have any to hand, would you?
What's in here? Hang on.
Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, we've got some. Forgot about that. Thank you, Andy. So, yeah, good old set of chesties. And we stock Bass ones. We do Matrix ones, diver ones, obviously, as well. Chest waders for me, 100%. I mean, you can get the old fire waders, but some of that mud, when you get to March, it's actually worse when you go down right next to the bank, because it's really soft. And you just take one step forward and it's like concrete. It's the old natural riverbed. And you can get your platform set in there. Again, obviously the wading rules, no higher than, you've got to be below the knee at the back of your platform. You can't wade too far because it is just absolutely soft and it stinks. So yeah, the other thing with March is, because you're out in the water, it's like when you fish Ireland, you need all your gear organised. You need to make sure you've got decent top kit roosts that can go anywhere. Some pegs are really tight to you. Some pegs you've got loads of room. You can get your top kit roost in the water next to you and it's lovely. Others are a parrot cage as well. So got to bear that in mind, whether you're going to fish a whip or short line in it. Some of it, you like, every time you swing fishing, you're like praying it not to come off, because if it comes off, that's a new rig job. So yeah, I mean, there's some new products that.
Hold on, before we get to that, I just want to show something to you. Right. Look at this comment, Dale Marsh.
I remember when Andrew was a great up-and-coming young angler when he was younger.
There we go. So I've got there's at least Charlie and Derek. Yeah. Right, let me just say about Derek. Right, Derek used to play.
Who's Derek?
Derek used to play football for for Queen's Old Boys, the team that my dad used to manage. Yeah. And Derek used to take me fishing. Derek used to fish as well. He was a good match angler.
Right.
And he and some of the other blokes would. This is how life should be, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So these guys would pick me up because they'd take me fishing. Yeah. And Derek took me down. We went on the Old Course Nene, and we were using Bloodworm and Joker.
Oh, you can't use that. That's
this was about. We went on the
long while
Wiggies,
ago.
but out towards the coal sheds.
Yeah.
but fishing
On the opposite bank.
opposite bank.
Yeah.
And Derek managed to get some Bloodworm and Joker for this trip, and it was, I've never used it before, and Derek showed me what to do, and it was instant.
Mm.
And this was back in the 80s. So it's lovely to hear from people like Derek that he's getting in touch. But also, he's just proving a point, you see. He thinks I'll kick
he's
your
just
ass.
proving a point. You highlighting it that you're the one that's biting, not me. That's what he's proving.
Derek, that's brilliant. Lovely for your comment. Thank you very much. Mate, you're in trouble.
Listen to him.
Yeah.
You're the one that's biting, mate, not me.
Right. What were you boring me with?
Right, I'll get back into my flow.
Yeah.
Platforms at March, getting your gear organised, coming to March. Obviously, you have plenty of side trays. You're out in the water or away from the bank. You don't want to be keep in and out like a water buffalo. Not mentioning no names. The last thing you want is to get off your box once you're set in the water. So you want everything to hand. Everyone carries loads of gear nowadays. What I've been using for quite a while now, I'm going to now dismantle the perfect whatever we've got in front of us. The new, you can see that, the new side tray support accessory arm. So this is a bit of an adaptation from the normal side tray support arm. It's got a bar that comes out, which you can either fit your top kit roost to, which is handy, or you can pull that out and you can put your bait brolly in.
That's a good idea.
So this arm here supports your side tray with all the millions of pinkies and squats that you bought from my shop, and obviously ground bait as well.
I think Simon Willsmore has one of those.
Does he?
Yeah.
Ooh, love you, Simon. And then obviously the arm that comes out can go extend out, and you put your bait brolly in, or obviously a top kit roost. So good little item that's come out this year, just to what Preston are very good at.
Yeah. Is that what they're called, Preston Innovations?
All right. So yeah, have I answered that question enough?
I think so. Yeah, perfect. Right, everyone else has gone quiet. There's no more comments at the minute, which is either it means that everyone's lost connection with us,
Probably.
or we've bored them to death already,
Yeah.
or they've gone very shy. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's the fact that they've gone very shy.
Yeah.
But
It's a shame no platforms. The venue would be fantastic for juniors and getting new anglers started. Platforms would really help.
Yeah, that was Simon Mottram. Put that comment up a bit earlier.
Yeah,
He's right. Yeah,
100%. I mean, March as a town, it's full of youngsters going fishing all the time.
I've lost Mark Shipley's comment.
Oh no!
No, can you remember what it was?
I do. Yes. It was. Can you give some tips on winter fishing at Rookery? That's what it was. The best tip I can give you is to draw bunghole every match this time of year. It's winter bingo. Obviously, if you're near Tom Edwards, Sack Warby, Mona McGregor, any of those anglers, if you're within 2 pegs of them, you'll be on a few fish. That's one tip I'll give you. This time of year is locating the fish, basically. Maggots, and a little bit of bread.
I was going to say, it's Dobbin stage yet?
It hasn't. The water's still very coloured. The fish are still moving about. This weather this week will slow it down a little bit. I mean, Sunday the weights were awesome, really, on Jay. I think Ben Townsend won it with 178. There's 150, 130.
Wow.
Mental weights for this time of year, which is good, which hopefully attracts a few more anglers. The key thing, I mean, I'm not the best person to tell you really, but obviously I can tell you where the fish are on the lakes.
You're in the tackle shop virtually every day, and you run the fishery, but you're not the best person to tell them.
Well, the best person to tell them is the one actually putting fish on the scales every week. I can only tell you what I see and what from my perspective. And
so actually, do you want me to go and kick your ass there as well?
Righto.
Tom Cole can give me some tips.
Is he still alive?
I did message him the other day, and he is, yeah.
Yeah, right. So basically, it's all about locating the fish. Obviously, Crow's a completely different lake to the rest. It's a fairly new lake. There's not as much silt in there, so my personal belief is because of the less silt, the more they feed through the winter. They don't bury themselves as much. Maggot feeder, sort of 12-inch hook length. And the key thing is, even when you're on fish, you can't sort of plunder one line. They don't move a lot, but you're better off fishing, say, 2 lines left and right on there, chucking a maggot feeder there, nicking a couple, dropping back over there, and then that 5 metre line on all the lakes. Really, you're not feeding it a lot, but when it goes that last hour, like the roach feed on the drains
Yeah.
and the perch on the
What we found.
wherever,
Yeah.
that
On our
last
private little
hour
lake.
is, it amazes me. People go home early in the middle of winter. Okay, the weather's sometimes abysmal, but that last hour, you can win in the winter, especially. You can win a match at Rookery.
I find the wind drops and that as the sun's
Yeah.
decided to set, it's
Yeah.
beautiful, isn't it?
We'll say at Benwick, once that sunlight hits the far bank, roach o'clock.
And then get home quick because
yeah,
the black shook will start appearing.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Yeah. Right. Kevin Reynolds, here's one. Where's my hook box?
probably still in Italy. I don't know what that was.
Was that another ghost appearance?
You have to ask Simon Willsmore. They've been on their way for the last 3 weeks. I'm sure he'll.
And here's another one. So Mole Catcher. When will the Willsmore Whip video go out? Friday the 9th, buddy.
Mole Catcher. Who's that? That wouldn't be Ray, because he wouldn't be able to put this technology on, would he?
Ray Malley?
Yeah.
He doesn't have internet, does he?
Captain Caveman.
So the Willsmore Whip video will go out Friday week. Yep.
Should have got Jonathan Ross saying that, shouldn't you?
Willsmore Whip video. Yeah. Right. Guys, send some comments in because that's what the whole point of a live is about. While people are, again, sending some comments in, shall we mention the local match results before we go on to anything else?
Can do. I know a lot of people look forward to the match results, don't they?
I think they do.
Yeah.
Let me start off with. See, I'm not prepared.
No.
I've done it again, haven't I?
This is what he's like every week. It's not edited.
No.
This is what he's like.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Do you want to mention about the Eelman Chronicles?
Oh, yes. Good spot. I forgot to read this out. So Chris Spolton, Spolt's dad. No.
Son. Spolt's dad. Poor Chris.
Chris Spolton, Spolt's son, obviously makes the Eelman Chronicles. So he sent me a message last week. I do apologise, Chris. Didn't even see it. So I didn't forget to read it out. Just didn't see it. There is an updated version, a reprint of the Eelman Chronicles. And he did give me a very long link, but I've already done the description for this video. So I'll put it on, hopefully if I remember, put it on next week's podcast. But also, it's Etsy, etsy.com. That's the website that's selling the books. So it's etsy.com. So if you go on there and search Eelman Chronicles, you'll see the reprinted versions, and they are a mighty £10. And again, well worth a little Christmas present. So we're giving you loads of tips. Nice little Christmas present. Eelman Chronicles, a tenner. Obviously, we get nothing from the sales, but we should. I mean, we should be sponsored, mate. We should be sponsored by the number of these that we're drinking. We should be sponsored by a Brewdog because that's our beer of the local minute, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. So Derek has sent me a message, and in true Andy fashion, I didn't read it beforehand. So I'm totally disorganised again.
Derek Skinner.
Yeah. So talk amongst yourselves. When was the 23rd?
23rd was.
We haven't got that. Was a Wednesday. Yeah, we've done that, didn't we, last week?
Did we? I don't think we did.
Did we?
No.
Didn't we?
No.
Must have done.
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because we did it on a Monday.
Oh, yeah.
Podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. So there we go. This is showing you how live it is. Right. Let me read those out then. So these are Wednesday the 23rd. Obviously, where is it?
We're in Fleetmead.
It's River Steeping.
We're in Fleetmead.
And first was Dave Dean, £14.14. Second was Dave Ashmore with £10.6. It's the same old protagonist, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Third was Derek himself with £6.10. Dennis Houghton, I have my passport because he seems to be everywhere, was fourth with £5.7. And there was a tie for fifth and sixth between Alan Slater and Don Green, who had, no, I lie, there was fifth place was Alan Slater for £4.15, and there was a tie for sixth between Don Green and Alex Rawlings, who both had £4.9. Horrendous conditions for the first 2 hours with pouring rain and very strong easterly winds. However, the conditions improved and they all started catching, which was great. Right, okay, let's move forward to Sunday. Back on, guess where?
Winfleet Mill.
River Steeping. Who was first?
David Dean.
No. David Dean. He was Arsenal
yeah.
ex-director, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Does he fish?
No. Dennis Houghton.
That was one of Arsenal's biggest mistakes, getting rid of him.
Right, come on.
Yeah,
Talk
okay,
about fishing, not Arsenal.
Jeff Tuttleby will be on our case, won't we? Right, okay, so first was Mick Stamp with £13.9. Dave Ashmore was second with £13.5. Stevie Richardson.
Steve.
That was Richie Richardson. Richie Richardson played cricket for West Indies, but Stevie Richardson was third with £12.7. Steve Nurse was fourth with £12.4.5.
Mm-hmm.
I like a half. Fifth was Steve Harper with £7.13. Sixth was Ian Brodie with £6.13. I'll read the sections out this time. So section 1 winner was Steve Harper. Section 2 was Steve Nurse. And section 3 was Ian Brodie. Okay, so that was Wednesday's matches today. So Derek, perfect for sending that in. Thank you very much. Sorry I didn't read it beforehand, but working with Alex, you get so far behind the 8 ball, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
But there we go. So that's the Lincolnshire Massive.
Lincolnshire.
Unless you have any Boston stuff.
I have, yes. They was on Windsor Bank this week in the Revolution Bates Boston Individual Winter League.
Say that again.
Revolution Bates Boston Individual Winter League.
Who are Revolution Bates?
They are a bait company from Lincolnshire.
As in pellet?
I think they do a bit of everything.
Do they? Are they like all-rounders?
Yeah.
Ground bait?
Yeah, ground bait mainly, I think. So overall, in the league was Reece Dillamore with 6 points. Runner-up was the Barry Wigginton. Now he's a celebrity, Barry. Yep, Wiggy. Yep, Wiggy. I doubt he knows how to put a computer on, but well done, Wiggy. His best mate, Steve Cantor. The Steve Cantor. Third was Danny West, and fourth was Beaushack, Sean Higginbottom. 15 points.
Beaushack.
Yeah. Well done, Sean. It's good to see him back fishing. Do you want to fish the Winter League next year, mate? So, yeah, that was the individual. I think there was some big fish caught.
Were you headhunting then?
No, I'm just saying pull his finger out and fish some proper venues, you know. But,
I think you were, weren't you?
Yeah. So, it'd be good to get him back fishing, but I don't know. He's turned into a bit of a don't travel too far. One of them, you know. So well done, Reece. Brilliant. 6 points. Wiggy second, 7. Danny West third, and Sean Higginbottom for 15. But I think that went to weight count back. So yeah, all good. I'm not sure if they've got any more leagues. I think they sort of have a few opens and rotate. Fish Winfleet Mill.
When Cookie got in touch with me last year, was that the Winter League?
Yes, yeah, like an autumn winter league. Yeah,
because I remember doing it in the calf. Was it not like after Christmas, or did they stop it pre-Christmas?
No, I think they might have 2. So,
right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, keep a lookout on the Boston District Facebook page. I'm sure there'll be some up and coming matches on there. I haven't heard anything from Whole Beach matches this week, not unless they've sent it in now. Spolt won't let me comment modern technology. 4 mins ago.
Spolt's trying to comment, is he?
Yeah.
Mate, everyone else is managing to. I think it might be you.
I reckon that polecat could do it for him.
The one that he punched in the face and bit his hand. I reckon his hair's in the way and he can't see the keyboard.
He's probably sat on the beach somewhere with his dog eating someone's ragworms or whatever, and he's like that trying to get a signal. You know what he's like.
I can't believe Spolt's actually got the tech to watch this live, can you?
No.
It must be like, he must have run out of elastic bands to like wind things up or whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, so moving back down into proper Fenland. We've got the Ramsey and District matches this weekend. Like the comment there, that Rob Humphreys.
Yes. I shall make it accessible to everybody.
Yes. Have you got Paney?
Here you go, Paney.
Your time to shine. So...
no, you didn't say that at all. You said, here you go, Paney.
It's his time to shine. So Wednesday, the Ramo boys were at Ramsey St Mary's, like they are every week. Stewie Cheatham was out on top with £8.8 from peg 7. So that's a good weight from there. Peg 1 and 2 and 3 normally dominate.
What happened?
Obviously, just better class of angler. Yeah. And then
Just remember what Dale Marsh has just told you.
what?
Better class of angler.
Right. No, he said his words were, "You was a good up and coming young angler." Doesn't mean you're any good now, does it? Mark Williams, the bus conductor, £8.3, and then Dave Steels, the younger brother, with £7.10. I do believe the bus conductor had to be towed out today.
What? Literally?
Yeah, his bus had to be towed out.
Oh, not himself up the bank out the peg?
No, the bus. And it is a bus.
What did they use to tow it? A tractor?
I think Ray used his 4x4 to get it out. So, yeah. I reckon the reason why it's so wet is because John Payne had been crying from his performance on Sunday.
Right.
And it just flooded the bank, if you know what I'm saying. And then Sunday, they was on Factory Bank. Perfect conditions for Factory Bank. The winner was Ray Ellington, £10.2. Runner-up, Mark Williams, the bus conductor, £7.15. And third was Ashley King, £7.7.
Are you going to fall off that chair?
No. Oh, see, I'm just slowly sinking back.
I was watching you sliding under the table.
Look, these chairs are that new.
Oh, here we go.
This is like when you buy a rod and you don't take the plastic off the cork,
It is tackling sour grapes. It's unbelievable. You were nearly under the table. I think if you go any further, you're going to be down there somewhere.
Just sliding down. And
don't get your
anyway,
hoodie covered in dust.
You're ruining Payne's moment here.
Oh, sorry.
So we don't normally do one for the Ramsey club matches, but this week there's a special chip shop award going to John Payne. He's one of these. He's always like, did you see he got chip shop? Did you see he got chip shop? And he's one of them that can give it out. So you got to be able to take it, Painey. So you've been chip shop, John Payne, and you'll be getting salt and vinegar on your chips on your breakfast this week.
Is that going to make Rob Humphrey's week?
Oh, mate, yeah. It made up. We all sat there on Sunday, and poor old Rob, he had a horrible day. He's moaning about the banks, didn't catch a lot of fish. And he's looking through them. We're all sat, you was there, we're all sat, and he went, yeah, it's just made my day brilliant. He goes, look at that. John Payne, £1 something. Next peg, £3 something. Next, the other side of him, £3 something. So we all went, yes. So to be fair to John, he did answer his phone. He went, what's up? I went, you know what's up. And then he just went, beep.
Is Louis Van Gaal speaking to you yet?
I don't know what he's doing. He come in the shop when I'm not there.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I did notice, because I went down videoing these
Louis
guys.
Theroux, I don't know what's happened to him. He took a wide berth on Sunday as well.
But Andre Agassi didn't come over and say hello Sunday evening, did he?
No.
No, has he fallen out with you as well?
Well, he got a proper battering again, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah. Oh. There's quite a few this week. Danny Grimsey, Kev Green, Gavin Wright got a chip shop in. Steve Harwood got a chip shop in. Proper chip shop in. So, yeah. And little Liam Darler got a chip shop in as well.
No, not the squat magnet.
Well,
not the squat steroid king.
I think he's the fish magnet at the minute, the way he's drawing. Andy Wilding. You know Andy Wilding, yeah. He won the match the other week. Did he tell you? Oh. So, yeah, and Danny Grimsey as well, probably mentioned him. But, yeah, we'll come on to the main man.
Paul Barnes has sent some nice questions. Let's answer these. So, a bit more sensible, but head back on. It's got the Hydra XL case. What stops the sections inside banging together or breaking a section? I know the answer to this.
Oh, do you?
Yes, because...
Ooh, love you, Simon.
Because, yes, I was there.
Oh.
It's padded inside.
Yeah, I suppose when we have this competition, you'll be sponsored by Hydra for this match.
Of course, yeah. I'll be using Sci-Wi floats.
Yeah, which ones?
I'm not telling you, it's a secret. Right.
Simon, can you make me some rigs, please?
I might use this one, actually. Look at this. All you maggot drowners, I'm going to use the Hydra Rapide for my whip fishing. Do you like that?
Yeah.
So I'm going to be fishing to hand We're going to go down Wiggy's.
Yeah.
Because nice and narrow.
Yeah.
Be easy for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to fish
Oh,
4.
you're picking the venue now.
Yeah,
are you?
4 metres
Oh,
to
right,
hand.
okay.
Are you scared?
Do I look
We'll
scared?
fish the first 2 pegs next to the bridge.
Yeah.
What, you got a 3-hour match, 2-hour match, 1-hour match?
No, we're fishing matches, 5 hours.
It will be carnage, mate.
You'll be knackered, mate. You wouldn't be able to get your gear down there. I bet you got an old ASI and you're like carrying it down the bank.
I'll use my fox chair, sit on the bank.
It's definitely ruined.
No, so the answer to Paul Barnes' question is they're padded inside, aren't they?
They are, yeah. But what he's saying is there any strap inside to like stop them from rattling, which a lot of the other ones have. They don't have that, but my answer is to load it up like I do, and they don't move anywhere.
Paul, you've got to buy more stuff.
Yeah, buy all the range, and then it's perfect. No, they are brilliant. I've got one for my whips, like we showed the other week. So yeah, the other thing is get the right size. They do 3 or 4 different sizes, so depending on what pole you got, get the right one.
Yeah, good question. Right, here's another one. I like this. Nick Collier.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on heated clothing? Now, last time I went to Sweden, which was a month ago, it was when I landed, it was -8. And
Right.
guys, if you remember the lovely frosts we used to get in the autumn, so I would say 20, 25 years ago, get proper frost, wouldn't you? It's lovely. So you get a nice autumn, November morning, crisp frost, white. So I landed, and the next morning it was -8, and it was like, oh, this is beautiful. Obviously, it warms up real quick. But one of the guys I was fishing with, called Andreas, has heated socks.
Right.
And they have a... Are you listening to me, or are you looking at your phone?
Well, I'm getting more people message me saying Andy's got no chance. Give him a £20 handicap.
Who was that? I'll have him.
I don't
They
know.
won't say that. I've got more fans than you have. They'll be rooting me. No, so Andreas had these heated socks, and I'm going, what? Why? And he was saying that when they go out like December, January, it's proper cold. So we don't actually get cold weather here anymore, really, do we, in the minute?
No.
It's a bit sad. So I don't actually think we need heated clothing in this country, but other people may disagree. I don't know what your thoughts are. But I know in Sweden, they're big into it because they have these rechargeable batteries, and they like to. And Jimmy was taking the mick out of him, going, what? He goes, I wear my trainers still. And I said, and Andreas goes, it is cold. It is really cold in December and January. And actually, Jimmy did admit to me, like, you can't fish for too long because the Baltic doesn't freeze down on the south coast.
Right.
But it is sort of like verging on minus degrees, and if you get a wind chill as well. But have you ever used heated clothing?
I haven't, no. I've started selling the new Thermotech Preston clothing in the shop.
Is that heated?
Yes, you buy the battery pack and away it goes. I can't comment on that one. All I can suggest is fishing the fens this time of year, catch 300-400 fish, get up and down the bank a million times. You might be a bit warmer.
God, John Taylor must be on fire.
He doesn't need heated clothing, does he?
He must be like, hair must be sticking up with all the static electricity that he was creating.
1, 2, 300, 301, 400. How many you got, John? 481. We're only 20 minutes in, John.
Right, Paul Barnes must be our number one fan. He's good at sending comments in.
Yeah.
Alex, are you getting any of the Colmic
Emperor? I think I've already got some of them in, mate, to be honest. I don't know what length you're after, but I'm pretty sure I've got the short ones, like 2.5 metre with a cork handle. Sure I've already got them in stock.
Cool, good question. Look, John Payne is watching. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you got Chip Shot Moore Humphreys. That was a proper
He's also
battering.
texted me something as well, but I can't repeat that one.
Oh, look. We've got
Something
Sexy Find Biz, Find Love on the best dating site.
Oh,
We've been, what's that called when you get spammed?
Spammed?
Does that mean we're famous if we're getting
Yeah.
spam comments as well? Right, David S. Do you do any vouchers for that site? I'm not sure what you mean.
Do you mean from
Are you talking about that
one
or that one?
That one.
So the gift vouchers are for tackle and baits.
Yeah.
For Hook Me Up, don't think so. But if Charlie's still online, he will be able to advise us. I don't think the gift vouchers are available.
Another comment. I can't comment either.
Who's that?
Steve Spooner, the caster master.
Oh, I don't know, guys.
Not caster blaster, caster master. Maybe they're not subscribed. maybe would that be just thinking out loud? If they're not subscribed to the channel, they can't comment, or
This is
so maybe you need to subscribe to the channel. See, trying to get more subscribers.
well, yeah, well, that might be the reason why people
Well,
can't come.
that's
I don't
what
know.
I think.
Well, we'll come on to this. Is why this hoodie would be like very apt for some people that can't actually use the tech and subscribe to YouTube.
Or if they can't afford heated clothing,
An
as
extra
well.
hoodie. Yeah.
5 meter length.
So Rob Humphreys has got a nickname for me.
Tarquin.
No.
The Georgian hooker's got no. I sent you that picture and you look exactly like him.
Guys, can I just clarify? He's talking about a rugby player, not a lady of the
I got to
night.
find it. I got to find it on my phone. I got to find it.
Right, Paul Barnes has come back. He's talking about 5 meter length. So I'm a bit confused.
Don't think I've got 5. I'll have to double check on that one.
Okay, Mark Shipley, best value bib and brace.
Can we see that? No. Look at that. That is Andy, the Georgian hooker. Look. Hey.
Thanks,
Even
Rob.
looks scared, like when you
Yeah. Right, Mark Shipley, best value bib and brace, please.
Well, best good question. There's a lot on the market. Do you want a winter one? Do you want an all-round one? I would probably go for, if you've got the money, then the best is obviously Daiwa Gore-Tex. It's not particularly warm, but it's...
Here's a question, Mark.
Yeah.
Do you mean just the bottoms and the braces, or do you want the coat over the top as well?
No, you just want to be embraced by looking at that.
See, I had on today. Did you like mine?
Right.
Mine are made by Vision. They are. What I found is I used to have a Leech pair, which are heavy duty, and they were brilliant in the winter. But for like autumn work, too hot.
Yeah.
And these Vision ones I got now, I had a pair before, but they were different, slightly different make, not make, but fabric. And these ones are quite lightweight, but they are warm enough for the winter pike fishing, flirt fishing, in the middle of whatever.
I think the key thing is there is the thermal bin brace and stuff like that, but personally I'd go for sort of a matrix tri-layer bin brace or Drennan. Drennan's very good quality bin brace. It comes high at the back.
What about Hulk and Hunt?
Hulk and Hunt is obviously the Gore-Tex, the Daiwa Gore-Tex.
I know people used to use those.
Yeah, I mean that is, it's worth saving up for, but for just nearly as good a quality, you've got obviously the tri-layer matrix and the Drennan.
Which ones do you stock?
All of those.
Hulk and Hunt as well?
Well, when they've got them in stock, I've got some sizes in. Yeah. You won't beat Gore-Tex for waterproof, but what I suggest is layering up, buying a non-quilted and put more layers on. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, I'll tell you, when we did the Lock Ken stuff, obviously we had Daiwa chesties on, didn't we? I was surprised how warm I was.
Mm-hmm.
They were. I don't know what.
Yeah, that's the other thing with March.
Chesties.
Chesties.
Yeah, they are so warm. They're warmer than a bib and brace.
Yeah, and don't put your feet in the water all day.
Greenie. Now people are going to think this is mad, and I did ask him about this. He had his chesties on, and then he had like a bib and brace over the top.
Yeah.
And I said to him, "Surely the water's going to wick up." And he said, "No, it does. But if it does, it keeps out because the bib, the chesties." And I said, I thought, I know why you're doing that. It's because all the silt and all the horrible little grainy bits of silt get into the fabric of the chesties.
Just to prolong the line.
Yeah, so he was using the bib and brace as like a barrier to stop the little grainy horrible bits of dirt getting into the chesties to ruin them, which is quite a good idea, really. Yeah, right.
It's all right if you're into the boy band, you've got all that.
Should we let everyone know?
What?
Let me tell you a story, guys. Right, so we got. Did I tell them this last week? I think I did. Yeah. If you see, Martin Green was the original boy band member of Five, but just wind him up if you see him. Right, Mark Shipley. He says just the bib and brace. He's got no money apparently.
Well, he's probably betting on Wolves getting relegated. You'll have some money then, mate. So you've got Daiwa do a match winner one for around sort of £80. You can also buy sort of Frenzy do a 2-piece set, which is very good for £124.99. Good value. Matrix do a winter suit as well. They're about £169.99. So around that sort of price, you've got quite a lot of options, mate. But yeah, just come and see us and we'll point you in the right direction.
Cool. Retro Bob, it looks like you just joined us. Yeah, evening. Right, Elliot Newman, look, you've got a few sales there, mate.
Okay.
Can you bring some onions and Graham Welton Wagglers to the next match, please?
See, I'm even selling when I'm live, innit?
Yeah, well, yeah, you know, you're an entrepreneur.
Right.
Yeah. Elliot,
What sort
nice
of
to see you.
onions? Shallots or?
When I only read half the message, I'm thinking, then I read the rest of it, it clicked. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking to Elliot on Sunday. It was lovely to meet him.
Mhm.
And his youngest son, Barnaby, did very well,
Yeah.
which we'll talk about in a
Yeah.
minute. So that was really cool.
I think Josh has got to that age now where his dad's trying to get one over him by putting these little videos on Facebook. Poor Josh. Oh,
Is he embarrassing him?
oh, what a horrible dad. Hey, I'd never speak to my dad if he did that to me. You'll see, I'm sure everyone's seen him on Facebook tonight, but poor old Josh is about this big.
Oh, well, they won some years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, bless him.
Unbelievable what he's doing to his old boy.
Right. Hopefully, Elliot, in a couple of weeks' time, we'll get him on camera because I wanted Elliot just to talk about getting youths into fishing. Because obviously his two sons are coming through. And this is something that is really important, isn't it? That we try and get juniors into the match fishing and lure fishing and just general fishing. I mean, it's great.
I think we should get Elliot in the clown suit. I'm sure he'd be up for that.
Bless, you can't keep picking on him.
Eh? I think he'd be right up for that.
Has anyone worn the clown suit since Andre Agassi had it on?
No, not yet.
Have you had it?
No.
Not had it out. That's got batteries. Didn't realise.
Has it?
No?
No, it's not got batteries.
Oh.
No.
What inflates it?
Well, I think John Payne should put it on this week as he got chip shop, don't you?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Right, look, we've been on for 53 minutes. We're waffling a
hell.
while. I know, and people are still watching us, so they must be very
haven't got
bored.
through the
They
match
must be
results
very
yet.
bored with Argentina.
Keep
Right,
slipping down these chairs, don't I?
well, where are we with the match results?
Right, so Saturday, Whittlesea Saturday series, 118 John Taylor, 571 fish.
There can't be a fish left in Finland that he hasn't caught.
No, they've all got his name print on it.
Yeah.
£1.4.
Hold on. So say that again.
578 fish for £1.4.
You
And
boys.
he had a tench with that as well. No. So he won it with £1.4. Runner-up was Windmill Steve Smith, as he's now known, with 14 ounce. And then
Hold on. Brilliant tale about Steve Smith.
Go on
Are you gonna that he messaged? Who did he message? He messaged Cheesy Bob, didn't he? So we're sat in the browser Sunday night, and Cheesy's come over to speak to us, and he goes, "I've just got a message from Steve." He goes, "I've had a lovely day's fishing."
Yeah.
This was a winter lake. He goes, "I've had 34 or 36 pound.
£36.
I've had 36 pound, and I've come 6."
in my 8 peg section.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
36 pound, and he's come 6 in an 8 peg section. But he's had a love. I think that's brilliant. That anglers you've caught so many fish.
Yeah, they've had a nice day.
It's been fantastic, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's why the league's so strong, isn't it?
Yeah,
You know.
I did like that. That was funny.
And
Right,
then,
sorry, but
and then third was Andy Lawrence. Yeah, with 2 ounce.
where was this?
They were at Whittlesea Dyke, so I don't think they'll be going back there this week. John Taylor's caught them all.
Yeah.
So, and that's all the results I've been given this week. I've got no whole beach, so I can't comment on them. There's no Isleham Angling Club results. There's no St Neots match. So it's just the main one, really, what everyone's been waiting for.
Right, before we get onto that, shall we just... You brought these floats, and I think it's
no, I think I just left them there. You know, people can ask questions, maybe. I don't know.
Are you not going to talk about the ground bait?
No, they're just there as talking points if people want to.
People probably can't see them.
I think we should cover the match results. I think it's pretty impressive.
You like that, don't you?
Yeah,
Go on then.
I do. Yeah.
I've run out of beer. I think we haven't got any left.
It's because you're running scared. So the March, it wasn't the March Open. It was the 6th round of the.
Hold on, let's
fifth round.
Before we go into it, it was really close. It is really close with the team event, isn't it?
No.
It
No,
is.
2 teams are walking away with
No,
it.
but the first 2 is close. 3 and 4 is close.
Yeah, 3,
7th
4
and,
and 5 are close.
7th and 8th is close.
Yeah.
So just give everyone a recap of where we were with that then.
What, before?
Yeah.
So going into the 5th round, winning the league was Matrix Dynamite Image with 8 points. Second was Browning Hot Rods with 10 points. Third was Cresta Peterborough on 12. And we were 4th on 14. And Stan J Gold were 5th on 16. So there's a 2-point shift, basically.
And Mark 1 sensors
White.
black, and
White,
Stan J
yeah, they're all pretty
Silver
close,
were like
yeah,
equal
yeah.
7th as well.
Yeah,
So it was quite tight
yeah.
throughout the whole league.
So, yeah. Obviously, as a Daiwa tackle and baits point of view, the round before was a good round for us. And the 5th round, we wanted to claw even more points back.
So just to recap,
Not that try and win the league, but to try and get in qualifying.
well, top 3 teams go through to the Winter League final, don't they?
Yeah. Which is good, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
So going into this round, the practice match, March fished exceptionally well. Bit of a match in the week that Scrappy battered me off the next peg on hemp seed. But I think
I might
Don
use
is
hemp
winning.
when I batter you as well.
You won't be able to see, put it on, mate. And then, so going in, everyone was really looking forward to it. We knew those areas that you needed to avoid. So, team draw for us. Looked at it. Not that I have time really to look at it. I'm busy doing bait and scales and whatever and trying to get to my peg in time. And on paper, my peg was a good peg in my section. It won the section the week before. Ray Malley had whipped his way to a section win off it the week before.
Actually, I'm going to stop you there. When I spoke to a few guys, they went, Alex has drawn the bung hole on this section.
Yeah, but have you not
one's
worked it out that I draw a bunghole every week?
Well, Tom Moretti has now, we've worked out, myself and Tom,
Right.
that he's no longer the epicenter.
No, Danny Mason is.
You have sucked it in.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Danny Mason, he's been kicking everyone's butt.
Yeah.
He's obviously a better angler. I'm going to actually speak to Danny Mason to get some tactics for when I kick your back.
I would. Definitely.
They'll all be up for this. They want to see me make you cry.
Right.
Yeah.
Like when Newcastle beat Arsenal in the Premier League.
We're not allowed to talk about football because Jeff
moving
Tuttleby
on.
will not like it.
So we all knew that Wiggies was going to be exceptional, and we all knew, so that was C section, and we all knew that D section was going to be exceptional. The problem with D section, it's a bit unfair. It's phenomenal fishing, but the nearer you get to the town, the bigger the fish and the more fish there. So we didn't have a particularly good drawing there. That's one of our
So
worst
D
draws.
section was literally just past the library where the bandstand.
Yeah, so the nearer you are to the library,
the nearer to
better
the
it
right
gets.
you are, the better.
Basically,
it is.
yeah. The more rats you see, the more roach you catch.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
That's my, if I had to sum up March, the more rats there are, the more fish you'll catch.
Are we talking about people or actual rodents?
Yeah. So the actual match winner come from C section. Phenomenal weight of roach and pommies and skimmers was Slim, Ian Reynolds. He's won 2 matches this year, so it's easy. Just turns up, rocks up, don't practice, wins a match. You know.
Yeah, well, these guys have got it, obviously.
Well, they have, yeah.
Yeah, you boys try too hard.
Well, no, I don't think he's not.
I think
he
he'll
doesn't
help me as well.
So Slim had £50 too. Runner-up was Dave Turner from the MPEG behind the swimming pool and £44.5, which is some lovely day's fishing. Daniel Abbott, Wurzel Gummage's brother, £43 exactly. Then Paul Cowan, who got chip shopped. The Paul Cowan, the one that says, "Oh, you never want to draw near me." He's always on bunghole. He had £40.9.
£40.9 and got chip shopped.
Yeah.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah. So
that deserves a T-shirt, doesn't it?
Yeah. And then Craig Shaw, £40 dead. I reckon he put pigeon shit in his ground bait this week. I reckon that's what's done it. £40 dead. He was MPEG going towards sable platforms. And then there was just a rake of £30 weights all over the shop.
Yeah. Crazy,
Like
wasn't
we
it?
said in that Steve Smith section in C, last was £34 in an 8 peg section.
£34 was last.
Yeah.
In an
It's
8.
like you'd be happy with that on a commercial, wouldn't you? Unbelievable.
But these are quality roach as well, aren't
Yeah,
they? Yeah.
I think the A section, Scrappy won that. He is Mr. Hemp. He had £34. Darren Davis, 33. Kev the Chip Shop Green had £29. He sat between those two. B section was one with Raveley Dave. I think he had £26. But last in section was like £18. Last in section was £18, but he won the section with about £27. So £20 all the way through. Obviously, C sections we've covered. D section behind the library. Obviously, there's three £40 weights. Young Barnaby did well, got the section by default.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And then the next section, Pricey drew a worldie, Mist Underwater. It's a world famous peg because Bobner does a lot of his live feeds from there. So it is, people know it in Australia, New Zealand, America. It's a world famous
Has nobody
peg.
got his T-shirt yet?
No, not yet.
This is the thing I'm waiting for.
Yeah. He didn't know about it apparently, so I'm sure it'll happen.
Hold on, he didn't.
No, he obviously doesn't watch this fine program.
What is wrong with the man?
Yeah, well,
Surely they've taught. He must know about the chip shopping.
I'm sure he will when he gets properly chip shopped.
Yeah.
And then obviously next section, Pricey just sneaked it ahead of Colin Oatman. I think 35.7 to 35.4.
Price had £35.
I know, unbelievable, isn't it?
They must have been heaving.
That's not very nice. John.
Are we going for curry soon?
Yeah. And then next section, James Draculic paralysed it, £36.
How do you say his surname?
Draculic.
Draculic.
Yeah, Draculic, yeah.
Not
paralysed it. I think he had £36 and Ray Malley was second with 22. He did draw the style peg and he's drawn it a few times, but I'm just saying.
Skimmers?
Right. No, roach. All nice roach.
Nice. Yeah.
The next section was to my right, and the section winner was Gary Miller. He battered it with 30.
Got him on the little video.
Yeah.
Nice guy. I never met him before. He was brilliant, actually explaining what he did. So thank you, Gary.
Exceptional angler is Gary. He battered me off the next peg. So that was a bit frustrating. I think I had more fish than him. Well, I'm pretty sure I had more fish than him, but mine were just a lot smaller and I couldn't work out why he was catching bigger fish.
That's because he's better, that's why.
Obviously, doing it wrong. But that's why you go fishing. You learn, don't you?
I tell you what, when you need to learn one thing every time you go.
Well, as soon as you stop learning and taking it in, you might as well stop going.
If you get 1% better every time you go,
you
go 100 times, you're twice as good.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't know where Anthony's been. He's had more than 4 rats today with me, so I'm not sure if he was out here on the Old Course River Nene, or he's had some very strange friends join him while he was fishing. But
any idea what's happened to Reeve being in the trap?
That's a political question.
I haven't got a clue, mate. Is the honest answer.
So Nick Collier has stopped Alex in his tracks.
I don't know. I don't know about that one. So moving on, obviously I won the next section, £27 off the bunghole.
Epicenter.
Apparently I'm not nice to look at, according to John Taylor.
What?
Yes, John Taylor.
What? As in?
I don't know.
Does he not find you physically attractive?
Most people don't, but
you're not nice to look at.
Yeah. So
Yeah, Wiggies.
And then the next section, Jellyfish, Godfrey. Simon Godfrey won that, £26. So I think mine and
Jellyfish.
Yeah, whatever. Simon Godfrey, the milkman we call him. Yeah, when we go to Ireland, everyone drinks Guinness. He drinks pints of milk.
What?
He's the Milky Bar kid. Just don't put red sauce or tomato sauce in his sandwich. He might be sick. That's all I'm saying. And then the last section was won by Neil Adcock, who's absolutely paralysing the Stacey Cup. Oh, sorry, did I move that?
Yeah, you kicked it.
With £30, demolished it. Oh, is that you? Oh, no, it's me. So can you book me in for the match on Saturday? Obviously, not watching this live. £30. So coming on to the team front, obviously the most important thing. I've even been told that they've put some red carpet down near the turning bay for Danny Mason. But that's what I've heard.
Do you know what? I'm not having that.
What?
He has been. I videoed him twice on this.
Yeah.
He is a nice. He's a brilliant. He comes
That's
across.
what I'm saying. He's even got his red carpet.
He comes across
just for him.
absolutely superb on the camera. He's such a nice guy. Don't really know him. This is the bit that I like about filming you guys at Winter League, because all these anglers are so nice. Mate, he's smashing you. So you actually think?
Well, obviously they've laid it out for him, haven't they? That's what I'm saying. So team front, Brown and Hot Rods paralysed it with 28 points, which is a very good score. Anything below
So
30
that's
is a
10
good
anglers,
score.
2.8.
Yeah. I think the actual whole match in general averaged £23 per man in 80 anglers.
So let's go back last week to the practice. It was an average of £19.
£19 a man.
And this match was
£23. So less pace, more colour. Yeah, which is good.
good.
Well,
How many
it's
natural
phenomenal, really.
venues in the country have an 80 peg match?
The thing that annoys me is this is the time of year when the Winter League final needs to be on for the best fishing in our area. Because
it's got to be the best natural fishing
it is this
venue
time
in the
of
country,
year.
isn't it?
But then after Christmas, it gets hammered. And the time of year of the Winter League final, it's like any time of year, they just go. They just disappear. And when that final's on, they could be gone by then.
Or do you think they've been absolutely smashed and they get a bit hook shy?
No, well, they do, yes. But, the standard of angler in tune with the venue week in, week out, I think the fish, if it's too warm, the fish move.
Yeah.
It's that weird time of year anyway.
If we have a lot of water coming through, I think it will hold them.
Yeah.
That's the thing. If Spalt's still texting you,
No.
you can't comment.
No. So, yeah.
It was amazing, wasn't it?
It was. So, Brown and Hot Rods paralysed at 28 points. Brilliant score. Brothers just put, tight lines, mate. You should have done your makeup. Well, I couldn't get in because you was doing yours, so just saying.
So, I imagine Dev spends about an hour in the toilet doing his hair.
No, that's just on the toilet.
Oh.
Yeah. So, Brown and Hot Rods won it with 28 points. Runners up on the day by section wins was Diver Tackle and Baits.
Right, I'm going to cut in. So, again, because I was there, at one point, I was going around videoing some anglers who were brilliant. So, thank you for all the guys that just sort of helped out. That's a nice comment. I'll reply to that one in a minute. So, what I was going to say was, when I was videoing everybody, at one point, Diver Tackle and Baits thought they were fourth.
Yeah, we were like, ooh.
And then, so what they were trying to do, because obviously Cresta are the nearest rivals to get in the top three.
Operation Beat Peterborough.
Yeah, so then it was like, where has Census Mark 1 come? And I'm sitting there filming.
We was thinking they were going to do us a big favour.
So I'm sitting there thinking, so I had no idea. Now, Alex he knew more what was going on behind the scenes. And I'm there videoing Mike doing the results.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, you came equal second with
Matrix Image,
but
Matrix Dynamite.
They had how many section wins?
2, we had 3.
So by default, that team wins the second place. So sorry, I put it in there, but it was quite interesting because there's what the interest. So I'm going to backtrack a little bit. In the morning, it's very difficult to get most of these anglers to talk because everybody isn't. They're not being antisocial, but they're thinking about their match.
They're in the zone.
They're in the zone, and you can actually, after you've been down a couple of times, you kind of go, "This is quite nice." You can. There's a little bit of atmosphere in a good way because it's a competition. After the match, everybody is like a bit knackered mentally because they've worked really hard, and also very relaxed. And it's very easy to get most people talking because they're in a completely different mindset. So it's quite interesting to see how not anxious is too strong a word, but it's getting tight And before the match, everyone's a little bit kind of on edge a little bit, and there's not a lot being said, and there's a lot of people whizzing around, and you've got a 15-minute window when everyone's there, and then they're off. And so when I came back, and it was like, right, so this is for filming wise, not being biased, I wanted everyone to sort of concertina a bit, so it makes round 6 even tighter. So so I decided about it, but like so, you guys came second, and then
Image were third, fourth was Stanjay Gold, and fifth was the Drain Experts Peterborough. They were fifth. Sixth for Mark 1 White. Seventh was Stanjay Silver, and then Mark 1 Black were eighth.
cool. So it's really changed the overall, isn't it?
Still
Before we
tight.
do that, Josh, hi, thank you for sending a message in. That's lovely. So
Yeah.
Nice people to send messages in. It's absolutely cool. So so overall, it's changed things quite dramatically, hasn't it?
Yes. So equal first is Brownlee Hot Rods and Matrix Dynamite.
So after 5 rounds,
Image,
2 teams are equal first.
equal first.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
How many points they got?
11. Then third spot is Darwa Tackle and Baits on 16. So there's a big gap there. Fourth is Cresta Peterborough on 17. And then Stanjay Gold have got 20.
Haven't Cresta got 18?
No, I think they've got 17.
Have
Yeah, they have. And then Mark 1 White, Stanjay Silver, Mark 1 Black.
So going back to Stanjay Silver and Mark 1 Black, Stanjay Silver now crept ahead by a point or 2, I think. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, look. Hey, look. Look. It off the TV. Took it off the TV.
That's why I can't comment, you bellend. You can't comment if it's on the TV. It's sport.
Oh, dear.
Oh, boomer. Right. He needs one of these.
Yeah.
40 quid to use, Bolt.
Yeah.
Sell some more eels. Right, so it's concertinaed it up quite nicely, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has really well. Always does go around to the last round this week.
I think it's incredible. You've got the calibre of angler to it's just so tight.
Yeah.
It's incredible. It is good, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this week you've got what?
This week is the Benwick practice, which each round or each practice match, different teams organise the round, and it's our round to run this week. Normally it's on the best drains that are fishing for this time of year. 20 foots, I'm not sure about 20 foot. A few people reckon they've caught fish, and people have been down, they've caught hardly anything. So to be on the safe side, we've just chose Benwick and March basically for a last round showdown. There's been a match at Benwick today. I think John Taylor's had probably 700 fish for £9 today. Got chip shopped.
Did he get chip shopped?
Yeah, he got chip shopped.
Oh, nice.
I think Craig Nicholas won it on the Waggler, and which is a lovely day on the Waggler, £16, isn't it? Beautiful day. Roach, I would say.
How did you know that when you spent all day with me and you've still known that?
Well, I just flick through my phone. I look out for John Taylor posts. Have you not noticed that?
It's very thorough.
Well, I reckon he just copies and pastes his weight in the right position every week. But
very thorough.
Rob Humphreys, heard Goddard's done a feature on 20 foot. Yeah.
Is that an in-joke?
How to avoid a blank. Yeah. We need a tench video from Rob Humphreys because he seems to always fluke one. It's a good job half the time as well.
Right.
So, going back to where we're fishing, draw's going to be at the 5 alls, not the 5 owls, as you call it.
Right, I've never heard. So 5 ALLS, alls. Yeah. What is that? There's 5 of them.
I don't know. I don't know. I thought it was like a jug.
I've never heard of an all.
Oh, right. Where's Fen?
So when you were saying to me that the 5 alls, I thought 5 hauls.
Yeah.
5 balls.
Yeah.
So I had to actually Google it, and I went, 5 alls.
Keep slipping down this chair.
Right, mate, we're waffling. Let's get to the end. Who's
Right.
got the Chip Shop Award?
Right. So, obviously, Steve Arnold was a close second.
He is a very good angler.
Yeah.
I drew
yeah.
next to him in that feeder series a couple of years
What,
ago.
Steve Harwood? No, you didn't.
Didn't I?
No, I doubt it very much.
Who was I next to then?
You, Steve Hanstead.
Oh, there. Sorry.
Um,
He's a very good feeder angler.
right.
Yeah.
So the winner
Must
of the
be
award,
me.
he's probably worked it out. And you'll like this because he's a Spurs fan. Is Matthew Page.
Yes.
I've been waiting all year because he's been on an MPEG most of the year.
Yes.
But Matthew Page, he's got to take one from the team. There's quite a few people around who could have got it this week.
No relation. He's too tall.
Yeah.
And he supports the wrong team.
Well, and he catches fish. Yeah. So, Matt Page, you have been chip shot, mate. Sorry. Collect your T-shirt when you pass go. No,
Make sure you get a nice photograph.
Yeah.
Can we get him with an Arsenal scarf or something?
No, there's a picture that gets sent around, right, of the clown meeting, and I'm sure he is in that meeting.
So hold on a minute. There's a picture there's a meme that gets sent around as a clown meeting that has Tackle and Bait's team meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he sneaked in on the meeting. There's a picture of him in it. But yeah, just saying.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Matt, well done, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that is March Open pretty much. Phenomenal fishing. Come and be on there every week, please.
Now, before we go, I think this is quite an important point
Mm-hmm.
because I was amazed that you're not having the last round back on March, but you can't,
Right.
can you?
No. I mean, obviously March is free fishing. Bob has permits and such forth to book it.
You mean with the council?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing is we've got to be sensible. We have got to be sensible. We can't have. We'd want to be on there every week, but we know full well what's happening after Christmas with the Winter League final and the pressure it gets. So, back to Bennett we go.
I was amazed when you were in the browser when you were talking about it. I'm thinking, why are they not back where they've just been this week? Yeah. I understand that though.
Yeah.
And also it's Bennett's still fishing well.
Yeah, Bennett's fishing well.
It's just not quite
hopefully
the
them
same.
tiny little rudd have all disappeared now. They're horrible little things, but you never know. Might be looking to catch one of them maybe if you're up that end section.
You never know.
You never know whether fish have moved or what, but we shall see.
Right, guys. So we've been rattling on for nearly an hour and 20.
Hour and 20.
Yeah, I know.
That's how long it took Spot to work out.
He's put 50p in the slot, hasn't he?
That's what it is.
Right, just to recap, guys. Actually, everyone watching this has done it. They've subscribed. This is for people who are like watching the recording. You got to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to plug it one more time. Really good idea. Hook me up blur boxes. If you want other Christmas ideas, obviously the gift voucher is a fantastic idea. And we've only got a few hoodies. We've only got like 20, not in different sizes. We've only got like 20 total. So if you want one, get in touch with Alex. They're going to go real quick. And they're quite nice. This is a stitched in emblem. And
It's an eel, isn't it?
Yeah. So Charlie, who was on earlier, actually did the logo for us real quick. And that's the logo you see on the TV channel. And finally, before we go, obviously, if you want me to publicly humiliate Alex down on the Old Course the Nene, just let us know. Let us know in the comments. I reckon, lure fishing is no competition. And maggot drowning, I reckon, like Dale Marsh has just already warned you. He fired a shot.
All I'm going to say
over the bow of your
is
ship.
You've given it the bigger when we went to Loch Ken, and you still didn't catch a bite.
Yeah, but it's a bit different, wasn't it?
No.
Yeah, they're a bit finicky.
Oh, listen to him.
Yeah, right.
What's your name? Rob Ewison.
Last thing, guys, thank you for watching. Can you let us know how you think this went? Because we might do another one in about 4 weeks' time. If you like it, let us know. We'll do another one. If it's not come across very well and it's all a bit fuzzy and the audio's a bit crap, let us know as well. We won't bother. But I don't know about you. I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I have enjoyed it a lot, actually. It's been good fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thank you for everyone's support for you watching.
Yeah.
So...
Don't Alex catch more pike in Loch Ken.
Hold on before we go.
See? See?
Yeah, but
Sticking up for me already, mate. They know the facts.
let's bring it on. Right, we're going to end it here. Thank you for watching.
Thank
See
you.
you next week. We don't want to do a Bob Nudd and